Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I will be reviewing the full Sol de Janeiro body mist collection, including the brand new Cheirosa 68. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. So I picked up a bunch of the Sol de Janeiro body mists at the recent Sephora sale, and I wanted to do a review of the entire line. And I actually found out as I was about to do my review that a brand new scent was coming out, so I went ahead and waited a few days so that I could review that scent as well, which is Cheirosa 68. When Sol de Janeiro first released their body mist, it was around the time that they came out with the original Bum Bum cream, and at the time, the mist was just called Brazilian Crush, and they've since renamed that mist Cheirosa 62. And I have both versions, but they are essentially the same scent, so I'm going to go ahead and start reviewing the scents in the order that they were released. So the original scent was formerly called Brazilian Crush and is now called Cheirosa 62. And this has top notes of pistachio and almond, mid notes of heliotrope and jasmine, and base notes of caramel, vanilla, salt, and sandalwood. And this contains the scent of the original Bum Bum cream. And to me, this opens very nutty, but I'm picking up more of the pistachio than the almond. I really don't sense a lot of heavy almond notes. And I'm also getting hit with, very sweet caramel that also has some vanilla and a little bit of salt, which gives it an overall very, beachy feel. And this is a very easy to wear fragrance, obviously perfect for spring and summer, definitely for outdoors as well. And if you like gourmand, delicious, sugary, sweet scents, you probably like this. But keep in mind, in addition to that, sweet caramel, it does have the nuttiness from the pistachio. But I don't find the nuttiness, overwhelming or, off-putting at all. And they also do sell this in an actual perfume, but I feel like the body mist is, plenty strong. This lasts for, a good 8 hours. It doesn't have huge projection, but you can definitely still smell it even after a long period of time. And I do really enjoy this one. Then in 2019, they came out with Cheirosa 39, and this one has top note of coconut, mid notes of vanilla and orchid, and base notes of praline and sandalwood. And this scent pairs with the Coca Cabana cream, so the scent is also sometimes referred to as Coca Cabana. And to me, this instantly smells like popcorn and coconut. And the popcorn note is, kind of buttery and a little salty, and it's mixing with that, creamy coconut smell. And there's also an underlying sweetness throughout the scent from the vanilla as well as the praline, which to me is almost candy-like. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about the popcorn note. It's a little weird to me. And, I did a little research on this scent, and it looks like Sol de Janeiro actually reformulated this a few years ago and said that they removed the buttery quality that made it smell like popcorn. But I still smell it pretty strongly, and this is a brand new bottle from 2022. So perhaps this has been toned down from the original formulation, but to me, it still smells very heavily like popcorn. And, I do like the coconut aspect of it as well as the praline, but I just feel like the popcorn note is kind of, I don't know, it's ruining it for me a little bit. So, this isn't one of my favorites in the line. I just feel like I'm not attracted to, that particular note combination. So then in 2020, they released Cheirosa 71, and this has notes of caramel, macadamia, white chocolate, vanilla, sea salt, and coconut nectar. And I couldn't find a cream that this paired with, so I think this was a standalone scent. And what I instantly get from this scent is that it is very vanillic, it's very heavy and sweet, and I would say overly sweet to the point of being cloying. But what's really standing out to me is actually a little bit of that popcorn note feeling like Cheirosa 39, but also some nuttiness. And the nuttiness, which I assume is from the macadamia, to me is just overpowering. It really just smells like nuts. And overall, it kind of just smells like nutty cookies, super sweet, very gourmand, kind of food-like, almost like a toffee or a dulce de leche, and that part of the scent isn't bad. I do enjoy sweet scents, but this is even too sweet for me. And, the combination of that with the nuttiness is just too overwhelming for me. So unfortunately, I don't love this one. But if you really like, nutty scents, this might be something that is appealing to you, but it's just not to my taste. And then moving on to the next one, in 2021, they released Cheirosa 40, and this has top notes of plum, black amber, and cassis, mid notes of orchid and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, woodsy notes, and musk. And this scent pairs with the Balm Dia Bright Cream, and it's instantly very fruity. It's definitely a departure from some of the previous scents, which were a lot more gourmand. This one is more of a sweet floral. And when I spray this, I'm instantly getting that plum, but it's not a fresh plum. It's a kind of syrupy liquored plum. It smells really delicious. And I'm also getting some of that dark, warm amber mixing with those soft florals, and the florals are definitely not overpowering the scent at all. And it also has a really nice woody vanilla base that to me is almost a little bit powdery. And this has really great projection and lasting power. It easily goes 8 hours. And the longer you wear this, I find the sweeter it seems to get. But it's a really soft, pretty vanilla sweetness versus, like a cloying, like overly sugary sweetness, like some of the last couple scents. And that soft sweetness is mixing with, those beautiful florals as well as a nice woods. And I think this one is just gorgeous. And also in 2021, they released Sol de Janeiro times Anitta. And this seems to be a collaboration with Anitta, who I wasn't familiar with, but it looks like she is a Brazilian singer. And this mist doesn't seem to pair with a specific body cream. And this has top notes of passion fruit and coconut water, mid notes of orchid, jasmine, and honey, and base notes of patchouli and vanilla bean. And this one is also very fruity and really has, kind of a tropical feeling. I'm getting a lot of passion fruit, and what to me it feels like pineapple, even though it's not listed, it smells very pineapple-y to me. And it's very bright and has, kind of a fresh, fruity kind of sweetness. I'm not really getting a lot of that vanilla or the honey specifically, but those might be what are, sweetening up the scent. And the florals are definitely here, but they're really starting to take a backseat to the overall fruitiness of the scent. And I feel like the best way to describe this is it's kind of like a fizzy tropical drink. Definitely, passion fruit and pineapple heavy, but having some, nice soft florals in the background as well as some sweetness. And I actually feel like the longer, I smell it, I do get a little bit of that honey. But this one, is a nice, kind of fruity, fresh floral. And finally, I have the newest scent, which is Cheirosa 68. And this is actually supposed to be released on April 26th, but I was able to pick it up early in store at Sephora. And this one has notes of Brazilian jasmine, pink dragon fruit, and sheer vanilla. And this pairs with the new Beija Flor Elastic Cream. And based on the cream, this was rumored to smell like Ariana Grande Cloud or Burberry Her or Baccarat Rouge 540. And I have the first two. I don't have BR 540, but I can definitely say, there is a resemblance, and I'll go into that in a little bit. And this instantly comes off to me as sweet and fruity. I don't know exactly, the smell of fresh dragon fruit, but the fruit here is very pleasant. It's sweet and it's not sharp or sour. And the jasmine is very soft and pretty, and the vanilla is also sweet, of course, and it's more of a fresh feeling vanilla versus like a, overly sugary artificial vanilla. And it's not listed here, but I'm also getting a nice woodiness to this scent, and overall it feels, very like fresh and airy. And I will definitely say, this is reminiscent of Cloud and also from my collection, Victoria's Secret Midnight Bloom, but it's not an exact dupe, but it does very much have that same feeling. So when you smell it, you do think, oh, it's kind of in that same vein of Cloud or Midnight Bloom, but they're not exactly the same. And doing some quick comparisons with the other scents that I have, Cheirosa 68 to me smells warmer and more woody, whereas Cloud smells lighter and a bit more lactonic. And Burberry Her to me definitely smells sweeter, and the fruitiness is more pronounced than in Cheirosa 68. And when it comes to Midnight Bloom, I feel like that smells a bit sharper and the woodiness is a bit stronger, but there's definitely similarities to all of these, but I'd say that Cloud and Midnight Bloom are the closest to Cheirosa 68. And overall, I think it's, a very pretty, sweet, fruity, floral scent. To me, it has a really nice woodiness in it as well. And, maybe there's like a little bit of muskiness also. And I think it's just a really beautiful, easy to wear everyday scent. So if I had to rank these, I would definitely say that Cheirosa 71 is my least favorite. I think it's just too overwhelmingly nutty and sickeningly sweet, and I really don't see myself using this one at all. Then I would say that Cheirosa 39 is my second least favorite. I do like the coconut in it, but I feel like the popcorn note is too overpowering for me. Then I would say kind of in the middle is Sol de Janeiro times Anitta. I do think that, it's nice and fruity and fresh and kind of fizzy tropical, and it's pleasant. Then I would say the original Brazilian Crush, Cheirosa 62, is one of my more preferred ones. It's sweet, caramel, and pistachio, and I do enjoy it. And sorry if it looks a bit different. I had to refilm this portion, but I would say my next favorite is the new Cheirosa 68. I love the, really pretty, sweet, fruity woodiness of the scent, and I'm looking forward to getting to try that one a little bit more. And that, of course, leaves Cheirosa 40 as my top favorite. I just think it's a beautiful, syrupy, plum, woody vanilla scent and is just so easy to wear. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And, it's a very close tie between 68 and 40. I really do love both of them, and I think I'll be wearing both of them a lot. So that's it for my review of the Sol de Janeiro Body Mist collection. I think there are some really great scents here, and all of them seem to be really long lasting. Let me know which of these are your favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.